Craig, I don't know what we're going to do anymore when we look for a Tesla bear and we can't go to you. I mean, it was tough. It was tough to begin with. Why this move? And, what do you say to those who will just cynically point to you and say, well, he's been wrong for so long, he just finally had to throw in the towel?
So what I'm looking at is this quarter is probably the last quarter of relative weakness, right? So, my view is, battery prices gave them the margin upside this last quarter, the prior quarter, and the CFO was very clear about the margin outlook for the fourth quarter. And the stock is responding to the Trump bump. Musk was one of the most passionate and authentic supporters of President Trump, and obviously a very close ally of his. Moving forward, the DOGE, the Government Efficiency Initiative, and all sorts of other things position him to play an interesting role in the Trump administration, right? So the last quarter of relative weakness, I think now he's got a new pool of buyers, conservatives that might not have looked at EVs quite as closely in the past, that allow an acceleration of demand in the core U.S. market, right? So that means we're looking at positive estimate revisions, and I'm asking myself, where are the catalysts, right? I don't see very many negative catalysts if estimates are going to positive revisions, and they're abundant positive catalysts. Things are going to look a lot like they did 11, 12, 13 years ago, where they can literally invent their own milestones and knock them down. Optimus, Grok, the AI initiative, the visibility around EV share gains, all of these, I think, will play to the positive for Tesla. And I think this is something that can be sustained for a couple of years. It's not like it's going to happen over a quarter or two. So, bias is now to the upside, not the downside. And market cap may be huge, right? 1.1, 1.2 trillion is a big company, but they're doing big things.
All right, but this is a CEO who has famously said that if you want to own my stock, don't own it because of the cars, own it because of robotics, own it because of the robo-taxi and full self-driving. Are you a believer in that part of the story, which Mr. Musk has said should be the main focus for his investor base?
So where I think I need to look at things a little differently than how I did previously is we look at the incremental solutions for FSD and the incremental solutions for robo-taxis. So, I've liked the way that Waymo has rolled out with, autonomous. The use of LiDAR is not long-term sustainable because of the cost out there. It's something that does need to come out of the vehicles over the longer term. But on an incremental basis, it's something that allows a more practical solution. But as I've talked to more and more of the engineers involved in these different projects over the last, few weeks, I've learned that, there's often 2 or 3 of these, what do they call them? Teleoperation engineers, basically human operators there to catch something that goes wrong in this robot. And Tesla even started hiring teleoperation engineers last week. So, Tesla's not going to do any worse than Waymo. And, if they're more intently focused on an optical-only solution, I think computing at the edge, some of this technology that's being brought to bring down the energy consumption for the compute is something that Tesla's going to be more adept at if that's where they're starting. And I think they're a real contender for the long run. So, the cyber taxi, yes, it's going to be rolling in the middle of next year, right? We're going to see incremental progress, and people are going to be able to have a tangible experience.
Right.
And that's what I think actually drives valuation in the stock, and that's what drives, enthusiasm to actually own the stock.